While you're heading over to the live video feed, you'll be able to see the president of the Hall of Fame Village, Michael Crawford, is joining us live on the show. Normally, Maddie joins us, but Michael coming on to talk to us here this week. We're excited about it. Michael, first of all, thanks for taking the time to talk to us here on the morning show today. We appreciate you.
It's my pleasure. You guys are having way too much fun. I need to be on your show more often.
It's not always serious here for some reason. We keep it lighthearted. But
Great, it should be that way.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Love the background, the setup, man. That is a nice looking up.
I got my daughters back there, my some trophies, some books and stuff. You got to look official.
Yeah. You did very well. Yeah.
You pull it off.
Mine not so much.
You absolutely pull it off.
That's the one thing Zoom and COVID taught us, was how to background and how to decorate for college.
Yeah.
You never knew how important that was until
you never knew how important it was.
Oh, that's in the background. Oh, I'll take down the White Snake poster. Let me put up
something.
So,
I like the White Snake though.
So let's get into the Village. What's going on with Hall of Fame Village this week? What do you want to get into? What can we talk about?
Hey, the big thing this week is Gridrion Gastropub. We opened a brand new restaurant. I got to tell you, I've been in there, as you would expect, multiple times. The team is excited. The menu is phenomenal. Chef Derek has done a fantastic job in there. I think people coming in are going to be pleasantly surprised at the breadth of what we have. Really cool cocktails. This is a cocktail world we live in. Everybody likes cool stuff. It's themed, as you would imagine, football themed. It was the old Don Shula's location. I think what we've done is we listen to our guests. We understand where we're at and what the need is and the food that people want to have. And we're excited about that location opening. So last night was the official. We opened at 4 p.m. for dinner. It was exciting to be in there. And I think people got to get in there and try it. They're going to be really, the food is fantastic. They're going to be pleasantly surprised with what we have to offer there.
Yeah. And I noticed too, we got a little sneak peek at the menu last week, but if you go to hofvillage.com, for those of you listening right now, and you want to get a look at this menu, which is, I agree with you. I love the variety of things that are on the menu. And you can view it. Actually, the menu is up on hofvillage.com. So if you want to check it out before you go, as far as what the menu looks like, that is there. But I'm telling you, there were already some things that I'd be like, yep, then when I go, that's what I'm getting. Some classic favorites, also some unusual combos and things like that, which would be fun to try. So
yeah. And look, you can make meals different ways. There's a lot of shareables, a lot of unique things. We got to tackle a tower of beer. So there's so many spaces in that restaurant too. The tailgate bar is phenomenal. I think it's the best bar in town. Big bar, lots of TV, lots of sports, lots of environment in there, open kitchen. But I think, we've only rolled out dinner. Lunch is coming. This weekend, we'll have brunch on Sunday. Some really unique items. Of course, everybody loves bottomless mimosas and, their Bloody Mary bar and stuff like that. And we'll have those things too. What we heard was slightly bigger portions, a little more affordable, and that's what we've done. And so to your point, some unique items. Some have a little French flair, some, don't. There's a little Southern flair in there. So I think people are going to find it something for everybody. The kids are going to think it's great. Look, we're excited about that restaurant opening. We're excited about the holidays. We got a lot of sporting events coming up. We got Tyrant Wrestling this weekend in our Center for Performance. That's always fun. It's a big event. Thousands of people come out for that. We got the state high school football championship, state high school football playoffs are going on. So we're excited to see who's going to come there. The Open Doors Bowl, really high profile, nationally televised, high school teams coming in and playing here in our stadium. Lots of things happening. So, we just had a great Halloween celebration. I know it's not Halloween yet, officially next week, but this weekend was wonderful. We had a train out here at Boo Bash. Boo Bash has made a second appearance. Kids coming out trick-or-treating. We're going to use Gridiron in different ways too. We haven't really talked about this a lot yet, but I'll tell you guys, we'll have a Grinch brunch and a Santa brunch in there this year during the holidays. We have some surprises. Over the last couple of years, we've done Winter Blitz as our big winter festival. We're going to do that again, but with some different elements this year. The big element last year and the past year was go sort of tubing through the goalpost, which was a lot of fun and really cool. But you got to change up. You got to call audibles at the line of scrimmage. So that's what we've done, and we got some cool stuff that we're going to unveil here in the next week or so.
We're talking to Michael Crawford, president of Hall of Fame Village, joining us on the show here right now live. And what I like too about the Gridiron is you could tell that you guys really put a lot of thought and effort into this, because the Gastropub thing is huge right now.
Oh, it's
become,
for sure.
it's become so huge. So I thought how cool it is to put such a trendy but like now 2024 style restaurant in the Village, and it's just another addition that makes the Village a place to go all year round, a place to go hang out, a great place for date, great place for taking the family out and be there. And you guys do such a great job with these events all season long, all year round, and they're all themed. I remember going back in the spring with the carnival in the spring, shows this summer, like you said, the Halloween stuff. You're already looking ahead. You're ready to go with your winter stuff and stuff for the holidays. Like, and I know that's the idea. That's what you guys want. You want this to be a destination for not just Canton, but people from everywhere all year round.
Yeah, I mean, look, we have this year we'll welcome over 3 million guests. In fact, it'll probably be closer to 3.5. And 60-70% of them are coming from outside the region. So it's a big economic impact as well to the city of Canton, Stark County, and the region. People staying overnight, eating in our restaurants, having fun in our merchandise shops, Belden Village, Gervasi. Canton's got a lot going on. And, I've lived around the world. I've been fortunate to be a part of some pretty big brands. This is really cool stuff. And you're right. We want to have events year round that people can come out and enjoy. We got to keep building assets. We got to keep building our water park. We got to finish our on-site hotel. That's a primary focus of ours as well. But events are a great way for guests to engage. And back to your point about the Gastropub, boy, when you take the shackles off the creative chef, made from scratch, locally sourced stuff. You got Taggart's ice cream. You got, all kinds of things in there from all around this region. You take a lot of pride in what you do, and that comes through in the quality of the food. And I really enjoyed watching guests in there last night for the first time experience the food. There was a moment where, we have a Caesar and the guest like that, but they wanted malt vinegar on their fries, and we didn't have malt vinegar. And the chef came out and it was sort of doing some version of malt on their fries for them at their table. And it was just a wow, it was a surprise for them. So that's the kind of stuff we like to do with our events and the places that we have here.
Yeah. We're so fortunate. Seriously. I don't think people understand. Like, if we're here, it's almost like you don't think of it so much, because it's not uncommon as we're traveling through Stark County to pass the Village, to see it on a daily basis, and to engage with it. I mean, for you and I and everybody here at the station, we're very lucky that we're over on campus, pretty often. So we kind of take it for granted. But my goodness, I mean, like, we all have family come in from out of town, and year after year when they come, they're always like, oh my gosh, because it just gets bigger and bigger and so much more impressive. But with that comes, like you said, it is great for our local economy. This is wonderful for us.
Yeah. And that's something I think people don't always understand. When we have a big NFL flag football championship here, which we hosted this year.
I came over. I saw it.
You were here. Yeah. By the way, thank you. You guys are such great partners. You're here so much, and we love being partners with you and giving opportunities for your listeners to take part in what we're doing and win stuff and be activated here. So thank you for that. But, that doesn't just happen. The NFL doesn't just give you a massive thing that they do, like the draft or like the combine or something. I was talking to Peter O'Reilly, who's one of the senior executives at the NFL this week, and he said, hey, look, Mike, our goal is to make this another draft, to make this. And, flag football is an Olympic sport now. So without the Village, you don't have those kinds of things here. Every hotel in Stark County was full for an entire week. ESPN, ABC were camped out here for 2 straight weeks, nationally televised. So we take a lot of pride in it. Listen, I know that there are people out there that don't get what we're doing yet, or maybe don't even appreciate what we're doing. But I say this a lot. Name me a city in America that has an NFL certified football stadium, a huge indoor dome, a massive Ferris wheel, a water park that's being built, a massive youth sports complex. There's not many. Have all of those kinds of really cool assets, and our city does. And I take a lot of pride in that. So does our team.
And even when you look at like the events like the flag football and all of that, and like the state championship games are going to be here in a few weeks, like even people from all around Ohio, when they're going to come in here, I mean, a lot of times you go to a stadium, I'm just using the state championship as an example. Like, you come in, you're like, all right, we're here. I'll get some popcorn maybe or a drink. Like, when you come to the Village for these state championship games from all over teams. From
Oh, you're there all weekend long, all day long.
You can walk around and you can go. You know what I mean? You can go get cookies. You can go get coffee. You can go get something to eat. You can go to Build-A-Bear. I mean, it really is a village. It's an experience when you're here. It's not just I'm coming to an event that's here. The whole place, the whole village that's not even halfway done yet is an experience when you come down now.
Well, and it really kind of went full circle moment for me the weekend that we had the NFL flag tournament here, because I was down there on Thursday. I was actually meeting with somebody and I saw all of these teams coming in, and I mean, it was like mass chaos. So then we leave really, really early in the morning the next day to go on vacation. And as we drove by, again, people were there very early. That night, we were sitting in a sports bar in South Carolina. And my son goes, Mom, isn't that the Hall of Fame Village? And sure enough, I turned around and in South Carolina, they had that NFL flag tournament on. It was so cool. Yeah. We're like, hey, we were just there. Like, you know, I mean, it's crazy.
I was here all weekend, and I can tell you, I would go back home and I would turn on the television and it's still going on. And by the way, it wasn't just NFL flag. We were a glutton for punishment. We had the American Cornhole League Championships here that year, or during that weekend as well. So I'm flipping between ESPN and ESPN2, and it's village, you know.
Yeah, awesome.
So it was really cool to have the opportunity. And, you know, those things we want to get back this coming year. Cornhole's already signed back up. We're talking about NFL flag. But you're right. This concept of an integrated experience is what's so unique. You don't have to leave the property. And that's, you know, from my career, that's the one thing. Never let them leave. Keep them, you know, give them everything they want to do. Give them shopping, give them dining. By the way, go ride rides while you're here. Go listen to music. I'm excited. You know, our team is we're going to leverage our Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in a different way. We did it last weekend. And we're going to start doing it more frequently to do these watch parties. Hey, come on in, set up camp on the field in an NFL stadium. We got 2 Jumbotrons. They're the biggest televisions in Stark County. And we're going to put Ohio State, Michigan on. That's not this weekend. It's coming weekends, but we'll have games on this weekend and every weekend going forward. Come on in and enjoy it, right? It's an environment. It's for our community. You don't get a chance to do that very often. I'll never forget a dad stopping me and saying, "Thank you so much." This was last year's Winter Blitz. And I said, "For what?" He said, "I got to throw a pass to my son in an NFL stadium in an end zone for a touchdown." And, you know, that sort of hits you. Those moments kind of hit you that you're creating, you know, those memories for people. And we sort of take it for granted because we live here. But it is very important for us to keep doing those things.
Well, we appreciate you so much. Real quick, there was a text message that came in from a listener that I just wanted to read. It said Hall of Fame Village is like New York City, Times Square, Hollywood, but sports and family centric. Love this for Stark County. So I just thought that was really nice. I wanted to share that with you.
No, I appreciate that. And thank you to whoever sent that in. That's our goal. You know, we have play action plazas, kind of like our little Central Park and all the shopping and dining. And listen, it gets bigger, right? That's our goal. We know people are out there waiting for this water park. We know people want the hotel on site. Our DoubleTree downtown, we love it. It's such a fantastic. I was talking to the team there this morning. They do such a great job. But you know, thank you to you guys, and come on out. We got a lot of great stuff. Gridiron's waiting. You know, come this weekend for brunch. It'll be fantastic.
That'd be a great date night.
Yeah, and again, I gotta say, I say it a lot to Maddie, but kudos to your social media team. I think you guys do a phenomenal job on all social media platforms of not only showing people things that are happening, things that are coming, but showing the experiences that people are happening. So you have a really good social media team over there, and they do a great job. And people should follow HOF Village on all platforms.
Thank you for saying that, Tom. I'm sure they love that. I push them all the time. They get tired of me, but they're so creative, and they got the energy, and so that's our goal. But appreciate it.
It took me just a minute, but he picked up that you've named yourself Tom Jones today.
There you go, Tom.
It's not unusual. I do something like that every week.
He was Zach Morris the other day.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I thought
really great conversation. We really enjoyed talking. We appreciate you taking the time to come on. We know how busy you are, and hopefully we'll hear from you again on the show from time to time.
Never too busy for you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Michael. Have a good weekend.
Michael Crawford.